Hello guys, welcome back to STEM Trainers. Now today we are going to see trigonometry for beginners. Okay, so first let's understand what is trigonometry. So trigonometry basically consists of three words. Tri means three, gon means sides you can say, and trigon combine it means triangle. So basically trigon means a triangle. So basically a polygon with three sides, closed figure. Okay, metron means measure. So these are all Greek words. So trigonometry basically means branch of mathematics that studies the relationship between side lengths and angles of a triangle. Okay. So to understand trigonometry, first we will study everything about right angle triangle, and then we will move on to other triangles like isosceles, equilateral, scalene, acute angle, obtuse angle, and so on. So let's concentrate on right angle triangle. So let's take a right angle triangle. As you can see, we have a right angle triangle ABC, right angled at B. Now first let's take the side that is opposite to angle A to be length A, and the side that is opposite to C, let's take this as small c, length of, so basically length of AB is C, and length of AC, let's take that as small b. Okay, so to understand trigonometry or to understand the relationship between side lengths and angles, we are going to use some ratios. These ratios are known as trigonometric ratios. So these are very helpful when we study the lengths and angles of a triangle. So what ratios are we required to know? So there are many ratios, there are actually more than 6. But in initial stage, you will study only 3, that is sine theta, cosine theta, and tan theta. So secant theta, cosecant theta, and cot theta, this you will study later on in higher standards, maybe in year 1, maybe in year 2. Okay, or maybe in HL and SL. Okay, so for now, if you are a beginner, so first you will need to understand sine theta, cosine theta, and tan theta. So these are known as trigonometric ratios. Now why they are known as ratios? Because their values are ratio of two sides of a triangle. So let's see which two sides are the ratio will give us sine theta. So sine theta basically, so let's say this angle is theta. So basically I'm taking angle C in right angle triangle ABC as theta. So if this triangle is theta, then sine theta is nothing but it's C over B. Cos theta. So cos theta is nothing but A over B. And what is tan theta? Tan theta is C over A. So basically sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, they are the ratio of two sides of a triangle. So now how do we know which side ratio gives us sine, cosine, and tan? So for that, you have to remember this SOHCAHTOA. So basically SOH, SOHCA, CH, and TOA, TOA. So you have to remember this phrase SOHCAHTOA. So now this SOHCAHTOA tells us, first let's say SOH. So tells us that sine theta is O stands for opposite, and H stands for hypotenuse, and A stands for adjacent. Now what is this opposite? Now first always remember, this is very important, we will discuss this more in the next videos. But for now, just remember which angle we are talking about. We are talking about angle C, that is this angle theta. So everything will be with respect to this angle theta. Now, what is the side that is opposite to this angle theta? As you can see, if this is theta, then the side that is opposite to theta is C. So basically, this side C is my opposite side. And hypotenuse, we always know that that's a longest side of the triangle, and the side that is remaining, that is adjacent to theta, you can see. So this side A is known as adjacent. So they are not fixed, just remember this, it depends on the angle theta. Now, because angle theta is angle C, so opposite to that is AB, and adjacent becomes BC, and hypotenuse is the longest side, we know that is AC. Okay, so as you can see, sine theta is C over B, that is sine theta. So means sine theta is nothing but opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So what is my opposite side? C. What is my hypotenuse? B. So as you can see here, sine theta is nothing but C over B. Now, next is CH. So that tells us value of cos theta. So cos theta is A means adjacent, H means hypotenuse. So cos theta is nothing but adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So what is my adjacent side? Adjacent side in this case is A, hypotenuse is B. So as you can see, cos theta is A over B. Now the last is tan theta. So tan theta comes from this TOA, TUA. That is T for tan theta, O for opposite, A for adjacent. So tan theta is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side. Now what is my opposite side? That is C. Adjacent side is A. So that's why my tan theta is C over A. So before starting trigonometry, you must learn this, and after this you can study rest of the topics. So first thing you should know is remember this SOHCAHTOA, SOH, CAH, CA, TOA, TOA. So this helps us in remembering the value of sine theta, cosine theta, and tan theta for a right angle triangle. So I hope it's clear. So this is very important. Okay, so let's move further. Now let's see how they will ask questions based on this sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, that is the trigonometric ratios. So let's take a simple question first. So we have a triangle ABC. We can see triangle ABC right angled at B. Length of AB is given as 8. Length of AC is given as 17. So for this triangle, we have to find the value of sine theta, cosine theta, and tan theta. So tan theta is basically short for tangent theta. Okay, I think you must know this. Okay, so sine theta. So first thing that I do whenever I am solving a trigonometry question is, first I write SOHCAHTOA. Whenever it's sine, cosine, and tan, I always write SOHCAHTOA. So it helps me to find the values. Okay. Then next thing I do is I write which side is opposite, which is hypotenuse, and which side is adjacent. As you can see, our angle theta in this case is this angle C. So what's the side opposite to this? You can see the side opposite to this is this 8. So this becomes my opposite side. And we know hypotenuse is the longest side. So this is my hypotenuse. And the remaining side, or you can see that the side that is adjacent to angle theta becomes our adjacent side. So to write the value of sine theta, what do we need? Sine theta is opposite divided by hypotenuse, as we can see here. So opposite is 8, hypotenuse is 7. That's it, done. This is my A part. Now let's see cos theta. So cos theta is, if we see this, cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. But we don't know the value of adjacent. As you can see, we know the hypotenuse, but we don't know the adjacent side. So first thing that we will do is, we will find this adjacent side. Now remember this, we have done this in Pythagoras theorem also. If two sides of a right angle triangle are given, then you can always find the third side using the Pythagoras theorem. So let's try to do that. So my 17 square, that is hypotenuse square, is equal to sum of squares of the remaining two shorter sides, that is 8 square plus, let's say this is BC square. So let's try to find the value of this. So this is 17 square is 289 minus 64. So this is 225. So BC square is coming out to be 225, and square root of this will give us BC, which is 15. I am not taking plus minus because I know it's a side, it has to be positive. So BC is 15. So this adjacent side is 15. So now we know all the three sides. Okay, so cos theta is adjacent, that is 15 over hypotenuse, that is 17. Let's try finding tan theta. So tan theta is opposite divided by adjacent. So what is my opposite side? That is 8. What is my adjacent side? That is 15. So this is my answer for tan theta. Now, you might have observed one thing, that if my sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, then tan theta is opposite over adjacent. And you can see that tan theta is nothing but sine theta divided by cos theta. So you can remember this also for tan theta. If you divide this O over H divided by A over H, what you will get? O over A. So this is very important. You can remember this. Sometimes you have value of sine theta and cos theta, so you can directly find tan theta. So basically divide them. So this is very important. Remember this. Okay. So now you have a little idea about what is sine theta, cosine theta, tan theta, and how to find them. So let's try some more questions. Okay, so now we have to find x, y, and z. So we have a triangle PQR. Right angle is at Q. Okay, so we are given PQ. PQ length is given as 3. Angle R is given as 37. So we have to find x, that is side QR, y, that is the hypotenuse PR, and z, that is angle P. Okay, so couple of things I can see just by looking at the diagram is, we know it's a right angle triangle. So what happens in a right angle triangle or in any triangle basically? Sum of all the angles of a triangle, internal angles of a triangle is 180. So I can say 90 degree plus 37 degrees plus angle Z is equal to 180 degree. So from this, I can directly find my Z value. So 180 minus 90 minus 37. That is 53. So Z or Z is coming out to be 53 degrees. So that is my answer. I hope it's clear. Okay, next. Okay, so now we know Z also, we know R also. Okay. So what can we do now? Okay. So let's try finding first x value. Okay. So sometimes I get confused or students get confused. I mean, what to use, whether to use sine, cosine, tan, or what. So what I will suggest you is, what you can do is, you can first see which side you know. So for example, let's first concentrate on the angle. So I am concentrating on angle 37. So that is actually my angle theta. So for this angle 37, my side 3 is opposite. So I will first write this. And my x is basically side adjacent and my y is hypotenuse. So label, always label. Whenever you are trying a trigonometry question, always label what is opposite, what is adjacent, what is hypotenuse. Next, you can write now SOHCAHTOA. It always helps. Now, after some practice, you won't be requiring to write this because you remember this by heart. So if you are a beginner, then obviously it's better if you write this. Now SOHCAHTOA. Okay. So now I have opposite. So I need this adjacent. So which trigonometric ratio has opposite and adjacent? So first try to look into that. So as I can see here, tangent has opposite and adjacent. So I will concentrate on tangent or tan. So I can write tan of 37 degrees, that is tan theta, is equal to opposite, that is 3, divided by adjacent, that is x. And from this is actually, we know this cross multiplication, right? So x times tan of 37 degrees will be equal to 3. So my x value is nothing but 3 divided by tan of 37 degrees. So this is how we can find x. So let's try to find this value, 3 divided by tan of 37. It is actually coming out to be 3.98. Approximately we can say 3.981. Okay, correct to 3 decimal place. So that is my x value. Okay, so now I have x, I have z, I need y. So again I will see. So now I have opposite, I need hypotenuse. So which trigonometric ratio connects opposite and hypotenuse? First try to see this. Opposite and hypotenuse. Okay, sine. As you can see, SOH. So opposite and hypotenuse. So we will try to find the value of sine now. So sine of 37 degrees is opposite, that is 3, over hypotenuse, that is in this case is y. So from this, similarly, we can write y is nothing but 3 divided by sine of 37 degrees. And let's try to quickly find this. 3 divided by sine of 37. This comes out to be 4.985, correct to 3 decimal place. So that is my answer. So this is my y, this is my x value, and I already have z value, that is 53. So if you are a beginner, always remember to do these two things. First is write SOHCAHTOA. Second is write which angle you are focusing on, because in this case we could have focused on z also. But for now we are focusing on 37. So for 37 angle, what is opposite, what is adjacent, what is hypotenuse? Because these are not fixed. For one angle it's fixed. Okay, so first write this and then you see which side you want to find first. So we decided to find x first. So we wrote opposite and adjacent. What connects opposite adjacent? Tan. And similarly we found y. So let's try one last question on this. Okay, so a triangle is there, ABC, BD is perpendicular to AC, side BC is 9 centimeter, angle BAD is 37 degrees, so this angle is 37, AC is 22. Okay, so this total side you can say is 22. So basically AD plus DC is 22. Okay, so we need to find AD, we need to find CD, and we need to find angle BCD. Okay, so this angle we need to find AD. Let's take X, Y, and Z. Okay, we need to find three things. Let's take X, Y, Z. Okay, so first thing, okay, so let's try finding X first. So let's first see where is X. So X is in triangle ABD. Again, we are looking at angle A, that is 37. So 9 becomes our opposite. Okay, or you can draw a new triangle so that the original triangle remains as it is. So this is my 37 degrees. This is my 9, which is my opposite. And this is X, which is adjacent, which I have to find. Right? That's the question. So again, let's first write SOHCAHTOA. And we have named the opposite and adjacent. This is obviously hypotenuse. So opposite adjacent. Okay. Tangent theta. So I will write tan of 37 degrees is equal to 9 over x. So similarly, my x value is coming out to be 9 over tan of 37 degrees. So let's find this value. 9 divided by tan of 37 degrees, which is coming out to be 11.943 approximately. So this is my answer of our x. Now I need to find y. That is simple, because we know that x plus y is nothing but side AC, which is 22. So from this, I can say my y value is 22 minus this, that is 10.943. 0.056 centimeter. So this is my x, this is my y. So now in this triangle I have x value, I have y value. Let's write the values of x and y. X is 11.943, y is 10.056. I have to find z now. So z comes in triangle, you can see BDC. And if z is the angle that we are focusing on, then 9 becomes our opposite side. And this 10.056 becomes our adjacent side. And this obviously becomes our hypotenuse, because hypotenuse is always the side that is opposite to the 90 degrees. So as a reminder, you can remember this. Okay. So again, opposite adjacent, that is covered in tangent. So I can write tan of z is equal to 9 divided by 10.056. So from this, we know z will be equal to tan inverse or arctan, whichever you want to use. So this is basically we use to find the angle. So tan inverse. So there must be a button in your calculator. So tan inverse of 9 divided by 10.056. So this gives me 41.828 degrees. So this is my z value. So now I have x, y, and z. This is my answer. I hope it's clear. So as you can see, I am not using anything new in this. I'm just naming the triangle and then I am seeing whether I am going to use sine, cosine, or tan based on what we have to find out. Okay, so that's it for the trigonometry beginning. And the next videos, you can see how to remember the trigonometric table, how to find the allied angles, and so on in the next videos. Thanks for watching STEM Trainers.